What is going on, guys? Good morning. It's actually afternoon where I'm at, but just wanted to say hi to everyone. So I did 1,000 miles in one weekend. I went to Sedona in Arizona, which is about like 600, 700 miles there and back, and was pretty awesome. I took the BMW, which was great, and I just want to give you an update on some of my things that I overcame or went through with this vehicle. The one thing that I really liked with the vehicle was that it did really great on gas. I think I spent over 200 bucks, maybe just a little over $200 on the full trip. That means before I took off there, went around and came back, I would say it was about 200 bucks. So the gas mileage was great. It says I got about 26 miles to the gallon, but I think I did a lot better. The other thing that I would say I really liked was the room. People in the back actually said that they enjoyed it. I went 4 people deep, 2 in the front, 2 in the back, and it was great. It was just enough space. We fit 2 suitcases, a big bag, tons of food, 2 backpacks, boots, you name it, and that's not including the people in the back. So we didn't really have that much in the car, but in the trunk we had a few things. 3, I have to say, was the sportiness. I enjoyed driving on the canyons. That was probably my favorite part of the trip. I had my buddy who ended up driving with me, had to drive the car. At one point I couldn't drive, I was really tired. And he's used to his IS 250, which is about the same year, and he really enjoyed it. He said it was probably a lot of fun and it grew on him, so that was great to hear. And then the last thing I would say is that it just held its own. Was worried in the beginning because it's a 100,000 mile BMW from 2013. It's almost 10 years old, and you know, you're kind of worried a little bit that there's gonna be issues. So I did encounter one issue though, and that was the headlight. The low beam ended up failing on one side. So when we were out there in Sedona, I had to go to an AutoZone and buy a bulb. So I have to do the other side, and I'm gonna show you how to do it in this video. All right, you probably don't want to try this at home. No, I'm just kidding. But first thing you're gonna want to do, if you're like me and you have to replace this headlight, which is a pain in the ass because it's not inside the hood. You actually had to go on the side here under the wheel wells, and there's this little section that you take out the tabs to remove. So you'll need a 17-inch to get your stock lug nuts off. If you don't have a 17-inch, I recommend you buy one. Or 17 millimeter, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna get roasted for that. That's the hard thing about doing YouTube is I'm not a mechanic and I don't know every single specification. Like, I know I should, in theory, instead of doing it on the side like this, should go in the center and lift the vehicle. But it's just the way that this driveway is set. There we go. It's a little bit difficult for me. Guys. So here's the bulb. Yeah, you probably just saw the back of my head the whole time, but there's these 3 tabs you gotta like kind of bend to move it in, and then you take it out, and then let's put this son of a bitch back on and we'll do it again. And just before I get like destroyed on social media, I'm gonna have to put a jack stand somewhere here just to make sure I have something. I'll be back online. Look, this is totally unprofessional, but I'd use a wheel, you know, just for now, in case worst case scenario I get fucked. And you know, I'd rather lose a wheel than my life or get hurt or destroy the car on the way. Just replacing it is not a big deal. It's already bent, so as you can see too, like I was inspecting the suspension, and it looks like this thing is ready to be replaced, guys. It's done. It's leaking and it's bent. All right, so put that in there. Okay, let's test it out. See how it comes off together, guys. Here we go. Yeah, BMWs, Jesus Christ. All right, let's see, turn on the lights. Look at her go. She looks good. She looks good, boys. Now it's time to put everything back. So it should come with this little cap here. I'm gonna put this baby back on. Let's see. There we go, that's nice. Let's make sure it doesn't come off. Cool. We're gonna put this one back in. Okay, come on, move out of my way. Look at that, good to go. Time to put the wheel back on. Yeah, I mean, shit looks good, guys. Should I wash it? Yeah, but I really don't feel comfortable leaving it on the stands like that, like the jack. Okay, there we go. Let's make sure I get to the holes there. Anyway, star pattern, guys. Hand tighten. Hand tighten. Wheels on. We're gonna drop her down just ever so slightly. I should probably have two hands for this, honestly. I'll just drop her. It's time to torque. And guys, when you use the torque wrench on a BMW 3 Series, it says that it should be 90 foot-pounds to 120 Nm, whatever the hell it is. Just make sure you set it on that and do your best. Just follow the torque settings like I did on mine. If you don't know how to do it, I should change this what I did, YouTube it. Not to do shit. I want to listen to that click, so. Listen, here it goes. That's it. That's pretty much telling you you've hit the mark you wanted to hit. Today I went to AutoZone and I picked up this Armor All Extreme Shield ceramic car wash. No, they're not my sponsors. That'd be pretty cool in the future maybe, but I'm gonna use my power washer to clean up the car. So the sun is a little up on it, so I'm gonna try to go a little bit quickly. I mean, it's almost 3 o'clock here, almost 4, so the sun should be going down by the time I'm done with the power wash cycle. And I'll give you kind of an update on how it goes, how the suds are, and you know, basically guys, really the video, the reason I did it was kind of up to date, 1,000 miles, what's been going wrong. So far what I've replaced on this vehicle is I had to replace the headlights. That was about $50 for both headlight bulbs, the low beams. Updating them to the white Sylvians or Sylvanis, and you can get them at AutoZone, and they look good. I mean, the ones that they came with were kind of amber, and it's a newer look. I mean, it's not Depot and it's not LED, but I'm happy with them. I'm not really the kind of crazy light guy. I'd rather put my money into performance, or at least things that make the car look a little bit better. In my opinion, I think the OEM headlights look great as it is. Next, I had to replace a TPMS monitor, which is the tire pressure monitoring system. Luckily, again, I think I already told you guys that was free, but they typically cost about $100. I also replaced the rear tires. That was $200 for both. They were used. They were only a year old, and they had about 90% tread left, and they are great. The fronts make noise, and they're bent, so I will probably replace the wheels altogether in the future. I might need some opinions on which wheels I should get, and guys, make it realistic. Don't be sending me like $7,000 wheels. I mean, the car, I think $3,000, $2,000 at the max with tires and wheels, you know. Have a leak in the oil housing. I already told you guys this, but just an update. I'll be getting that done next week in Sherman Oaks. I'll give you an update, tell you how that goes, how much it cost me, what the parts were, and it's all getting done at BMW. So anyways, I'll catch you in a minute. I'll give you an update on this too. All right, so far, I mean, I like the way it came out. Look at that. Pretty dope. Smells good too. Doesn't smell like McGuire's, but which has like this banana smell, which I like, but this one's a little bit different, so that's kind of cool. All right, let's get back to it. It's been a long day, guys. What are my thoughts on this? I mean, it looks pretty good. I know you can barely see it, so I'll turn on this light, but hopefully it shows you the swirls. The more I see it, it's like Swirl City. Look at that. I mean, it looks good. I just think he's like an actual detailer to do it, so I'm gonna get it done professionally. It needs some work. There's some spots I'm not happy with. Like, look at this. Yeah. Shut up. No good. bright. Hold on. Alright guys, well anyway, I'm just gonna let you guys know that that's pretty much it. So so far so good. I'll keep you updated again. I know I keep using that word, but I will. You guys shoot me a message if you have any questions so far. Please do like, subscribe, and comment. Catch you guys later.